and welcome. This is Good Morning Abuja, reaching you from the Unity Station, NCA Channel 5 Abuja. My name is Nneka Igwe. Yes, it is still safe to say Happy New Month to you. Welcome to October. You know, that month that is synonymous with freedom and liberty. I do pray it is going to be a beautiful one for all of us. Today on the program, you will be highly educated and, of course, motivated and entertained. It's Friday and it's a weekend edition of Good Morning Abuja. Let's bring you our motivational moment with Coach Niebaka Yanabo. The power of positive thinking. You want to stay around with us.
Today I'll be sharing on the power of positive thinking. And in very simple terms, it means the ability to see the good in every situation. We live in a world where so many things are happening at the same time. And like we know, you can't control what happens to you most of the time, but what you can control is your response to what happens to you. And so, you wake up in the morning, different things have come at you, bombarding you left, front, right, and center. Some positive, some negative, some pleasant, some unpleasant. But what you can do is to choose to step back and tell yourself what is good about this situation. And one key to help you do this is the power of gratitude. If you wake up and you look for 3 things you are thankful for in every day, it impacts on your thinking. So while one person would choose to see all the wrong things and begin to think negatively, you would always see the brighter side to things. And scientists have even discovered that people who practice positive thinking, it also impacts on their health conditions. They have less stress levels, they're not prone to depression, because they always find a way to be excited about something.
Thank you very much, Coach Miebaka, for that very motivational one. Up next is our exercise corner, balancing exercise. Yes, exercise can also help you gain very good body balance. Take a look and make sure you join in. Yes, there you have it, the morning exercise to keep you focused and gain clarity for the rest of the day. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll begin to unleash all the wonderful conversations that we have for this morning. Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan
The Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are not ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollo. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Thank you for staying with us, and it's so good to know that you are there. Well, this morning we will kickstart the lineup of our discussions. We're taking a look at road safety matters, particularly how states are adopting federal road safety strategies to fit into their local policies. To do justice to this topic, I have the SSA to the Executive Governor of Kogi State on road safety strategies. Let's welcome Honorable Subairu Yusuf John. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, and good to be here.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Why don't you start by telling me how you, as a state, integrate national road safety strategies into your local domestic policies?
Thank you very much. I think at this point, I must appreciate His Excellency Governor Usman Ododo of Kogi State, who deem it fit that it is necessary for the life of the people to be prioritized in Kogi State, and then he appointed me as the senior special assistant to him on road safety matters, so that this can be properly taken care of. And then I must inform you, presently at this moment today, is the first governor to appoint an SSA on road safety. So it is to tell you how much he prioritized the safety of lives and property on the road, and knowing fully how peculiar our state is, because the transit hub, and then he needed somebody who have the technical know-how and the expertise to be able to mitigate the issues on the road. And for us in Kogi State, we are doing everything possible to make sure that the state is safe for motorists and road users.
Interesting, and I think it's quite commendable, seeing he's the first of its kind to do that. Now, as a people, what strategies do you have in place, to make sure that new roads are being designed, especially with pedestrians in mind?
Okay, why discharging my duty? And one of the things I think it was necessary for us to do when I assumed office was to convene a critical stakeholder meeting in road safety and then in transportation. So we had a focus group discussion, because in research methodology, it is also one way to find out about problems that needs to be resolved. So we did that, and then we come together, and then we're able to discuss, because when a project is not owned by the people, there is a tendency for the project to be abandoned. So the first thing was incorporate every stakeholder that has a role to play in new road design and then implementation. So we came together, discussed, and then we share knowledge, and then we're able to forge a way forward to be able to design the modern way that accommodate both the pedestrian, the cyclist, and also the motorists. So, these days we design more road for vehicles, which is actually not the way. It's supposed to be the other way around. We're supposed to design way for road users, the human beings, not just for vehicle, because too many vehicles on the road will cause too many traffic congestion, and then it leads to multiple crash. But me and you, if we collide on each other now, trust me, it may be the beginning of relationship. Maybe I just smile, then you smile. But if two vehicles do that, it's casualty.
Yes, exactly. And are we going to be expecting like pedestrian bridges and all of that to curb?
Yes, in my recommendation, there is a need for that. And then intersection and then walkways.
Okay,
So those are
great.
captured in my
Absolutely.
submission.
How do you leverage smart road technologies like the cameras, the automated signposts, and etc. To optimize safety on the roads?
Today, the world is going digital. And for us to be able to attain maximum success in road safety administration or road safety in holistic view, technologies are embedded because
Absolutely.
the level at which a human being will be able to endure standing on the road to control traffic for hours, machine can do that much more and it will not wear anybody down. All you just need to do is to monitor. So for us, bringing up this digital equipment also help in security checkmate, like having cameras and then traffic lights. It's a whole lot that needed to be embedded, and we have those plans.
Hmm. I want us to take a look at the complementary efforts of the vehicle inspection officers, the VIO, and the Federal Road Safety Corps staff. How do we complement them and while we're at it, make sure we're not duplicating their efforts and rather, teaming up to achieve maximum success in whatever it is they are tasked to do.
You see, under the United Nations Decade of Action on Injury Prevention, uh, you will see everybody have a role to play there. In that place, you see where they said safer vehicle. Now, if I take you a bit further, I'll tell you the causes of road crash. One of it is environmental, human factor, and also mechanical. Under mechanical, that is where a vehicle come in. Now, if these vehicles are not checked to make sure that they are roadworthy, by the time they ply the road, they become hazard to other road users. So their job was to make sure that every road, every vehicle that is on our road is safe to be there. Take, for instance, this raining season, just this little
Wipers.
wipers, the blade that cleans your glass, if it's not working, in fact, it poses more danger at that moment than even speed because your vision is blurred.
Blur.
And then if you cannot see, guess what? Definitely, it's either you are going into a ditch or you are going to collide with somebody. And the reason why sometimes I'm so passionate about road safety, not minding just the person who is driving, is that it's everybody's business. The reason is this: you can be adequately in order, and why somebody else doing the wrong thing can come and crash into you, and then you lose your life. So you see why the education is essential for everybody to have it, not just talking about yourself. Yourself alone is not enough to keep you safe. You need other people to also be informed so that the whole community, the society, the country as a whole can be safe.
True.
Now, do you know the guilt you carry all your life if you drive recklessly and kill somebody? You can never forget that scenario. So, for you not to allow your conscience to keep pricking you, why not do the right thing? If there is a crash at 40 kilometers per hour, the vehicle can just have a scratch and then there will be no serious injury. If there is a crash between 60 upward to 120, expect serious injury that can lead to permanent disability. Why would you want to engage in that? It is better to be late than to be late.
Sure. I'm glad you're here today. I'm seeing it's the end of the year and the roads are overtly busy at this time of the year. Do you have any ongoing education, sensitization campaign ongoing for the people at the moment?
Yes, at the moment, we are engaging the transport workers and union who are critical stakeholder in transportation. Because you see, sometimes the road can be bad. But do you know that if you are conscious, you can still ride on that road and save yourself? Because you are conscious of the fact that this road is bad here, you reduce your speed, somebody else can be coming. But our word to the people is that please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't be on hard drug and drive. And also know that as important as you are to your family, the next person on the road is also important to his his family and community. Please drive to save others, not to save yourself. Thank you.
Finally, before you go, what will be your take on incorporating this road safety education into our school curriculums, and taking it down to the youths?
For me, it will be an absolute beautiful thing to do, because when I have road safety education while growing up as a child, it will help me, propel me to save my life and save other people's life. So it is a good thing to do, because safety is everybody's business. Without you being alive, your education is useless, because there's no dead person that is maybe implementing anything they have learned anywhere. And you are here beautifully today presenting this because you are alive. You applied the road today, there was no crash, and you are happy to be here. When we are lost or we are involved in crash, our potentials will diminish. We will not be able to fulfill our dreams. So it is important for us to teach our children that it is important to save others on the road, learn driving culture early. It helps to mitigate these issues and give us sustainable transportation and sustainable safety in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Honorable. It's the most insightful speaking with you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Well, what more can I say there? Safety first, always drive to arrive alive, and it's very apt seeing the festivities are almost approaching and our roads are going to be super, super busy. Stay with us. We will take a short break. When we come back, there's a whole lot more to talk about. So good morning, Abuja, today.
Us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host the most, Omaride with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olamposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Dhamma is made in form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam
That is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need.
Welcome back. It is still Good Morning Abuja on the Unity Station. Up next, we will discuss a subject that is very, very particular to me, near and dear to my heart. And to you, I'm sure, because it centers around something that is very, very fundamental to all of us as a people. We'll be talking about the teachers, the role of teachers, and how they impact our daily lives and generations in the long run. And by the way, October 5th is usually commemorated as World Teachers Day. So this is in order to help me discuss this very important topic. I have the gender lead for Ilimi Children's Fund. Let's welcome Tovia Moore. Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Tovia.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Talk to me about the role and impact of teachers beyond the classroom.
Hmm. It's a very important topic, because the role and impact of teachers beyond the classroom cannot be overemphasized. It goes beyond them delivering their daily curriculum. Teachers embody uh, parental role also in the classroom. Our values as a nation, such as honesty, integrity, are all inculcated by the teachers in the students. The role of a teacher beyond the classroom cannot be overemphasized. Like a teacher's role goes beyond delivering their daily curriculum and teaching. They help to build the next generation of leaders. They inculcate the habits of honesty, integrity in the lives of their students, because a child usually spends most of their hours at school. And who do they spend these hours with? Is with the teachers, right? So they are the first line of contact when there's something wrong with a child. For example, us at Ilmi Children's Fund, we place teachers, like after us, next is the teachers with the work that we do. We try to empower them to be able to be first responders to students. For example, a child that is going through trauma, it's likely that the first person that will recognize what that child is going through is the teacher, because this child spends more time with the teachers. Teachers are very observant. They know when there's something wrong with their children, and if they are better equipped, then they can provide, support to the kids. So I would say that their role is beyond the classroom, because they wear multiple hats. They are teachers, they are parents, they are doctors, they are nurses. Teachers, like, they are everything for the child, for the developing child. Yes, they are
That's
everything.
true. In your view, how would you see teachers, as more than just instructors in the classroom? How would you view them as nation builders?
Okay, so that goes back to the first point,
Yeah,
right?
seeing that it's their role to
Yes,
discover these children and harness their
exactly.
potentials.
They discover these kids, they help to harness their potentials. So for a parent, I would say, if a parent really wants to know more about their child, I think the person that you should speak to is the teacher, because kids do this thing where they talk a lot. A teacher holds lots of secrets. I don't know if you've ever encountered a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. You know that they ask lots of questions, right? And they speak a lot, and even carry so many things from the home to the teacher, right? So the teacher helps this child to discover a lot of things about their own self, right? So a teacher's role as nation builders, goes beyond the regular teaching in the classroom, because even the president passed through a teacher, the doctor passed through a teacher. Me seated here today, I passed through a teacher. All of us practically is a teacher that molded us to be who we are today in the different careers that we're all serving in.
In today's rapidly changing world, how can teachers, be helped to remain relevant, in what they do, especially with shaping lives?
All right. First of all, I would like to say that for a person to even be a teacher, right, we know that it requires passion. Teaching profession is one profession that not just anybody can go into. If you don't have the passion, you'll be frustrated out of it, because spending your waking, breathing moments with children every day can be quite taxing. So I would say for us to better help teachers, they need to be invested in. We need to invest in their development. A teacher needs to have like a clear career path. Okay, I'm starting as a teacher today. In the next 5 years, after getting like 5 years of experience, this is the next level I'm supposed to be in. In the next 10 years, I'm supposed to maybe be a vice principal or something. It needs to be like a clear career path for teachers in their development, so that people can envy the profession, want to partake in this profession when there's a clear career path. But most times when people hear somebody say, I'm a teacher, it doesn't carry like prestige. Just a teacher, they just look at you like, is she just a teacher? He or she is just a teacher. But when a teacher knows, like, I have a clear career path. I have goals. There are levels I will need to reach in this place that makes me, that elevates me. Then I think it's be encouraging for people and even those that are currently in the teaching profession. And also, we need to also invest in their development. A teacher needs to constantly improve themselves. Like the world is currently changing. There's a lot of technological advancements that we're all witnessing. So a teacher needs to constantly improve. We need to invest, the government, the civil societies, everyone needs to invest in the development of teachers to learn more things on their teaching methodology, classroom management, the improvement on how to deliver their lessons to, because right now a lot of kids have less attention span. In fact, even adults have less attention span, to be
I've
fair.
observed.
Everybody has less attention span. So they need to come up with creative ways, to be able to engage their learners in the classroom. And with that, you can have better educational outcomes in the society. So we need investment in teachers' development. We need to have clear career paths. And we also need to have there needs to also be commitment to teacher welfare, because a lot of teachers are going through a lot, right? We have a program in ICF called TAM, Teachers Training Project, targeted at female teachers mostly. So we're looking at empowering them. They need to be empowered, because I believe that when a teacher is empowered, right, they'll be better equipped to concentrate and deliver their teaching profession, their teaching job, without having to worry about money. So we need to pay attention to teacher welfare. Housing, this includes housing, this includes paying their salaries on time and without deduction.
What kind of support would you think that teachers need, to thrive today in the face of these modern challenges?
We still have to go back.
And especially to equip them to be good counselors.
Exactly. We have to still invest in their development. Teachers have to continually go through training. Right? They need to continually go through training, because trends are changing, things are changing. Like the attention span that I had mentioned, if a teacher is still teaching currently, is still teaching the way he or she taught in 2011, 2007, it won't work. It won't work. The child is not learning anything. And with each coming year or with each coming decade, a new generation is born. Currently, we are dealing with the Gen Alphas that ask lots of questions. We still have the Gen Zs there. So things are changing. The human race is changing. So in order for us to be up to date, in order for us to adapt, our teachers have to constantly be improved upon. We have to invest in their training and retraining and evaluation. Okay, a teacher has to, after going through this training, there should be an evaluation to see the impact of this training, so that you are investing in what actually works. So by the time we do this evaluation, if we notice the gaps, then we can go back to the drawing board. What didn't we do right? What do we need to do right? Then we can come back to it. So by the time we enforce these changes, right, then our policies now ceases to become ceremonial activities. For example, now we're saying minimum wage is 70,000 naira, but a lot of places, a lot of people are still not earning up to that amount. We're saying teacher welfare, housing, mortgage, subsidies, and all that, but these things are just documented in paper and are not actually being implemented. So we have to constantly check our implementation and evaluate. With evaluation, we can identify gaps and then go back to the drawing board and see how we can fill up these gaps.
Well, I'm hoping and praying there are still young people out there who are zealous and passionate about becoming teachers. What would you say to them?
Well, we currently understand that a lot of things are not truly right with the current system, as it has to do with teachers, their salary, their housing and everything. And with the current brain drain that is currently going on, where the developed countries are using juicy incentives to take our teachers to their country, where they give them better pay, better working condition, better environment, student-teacher ratio. This is also another problem. In the country currently, we're having in some schools where a teacher is supposed to manage 100 students. We know that it's not feasible. Realistically, that shouldn't be the case, but that is still what is practiced. So with the current improved conditions that the developed countries are offering, our teachers are running, they are getting the certificates and they are jackparing to go and, enjoy better. And so we should emulate some of these things that they're doing. Because as it is currently, teachers should be seen as partners in nation building as opposed to service providers. I'm sure when we view teachers as partners, then we know that the investments we're giving them would be appreciated. They would look back and better appreciate them so that they can deliver their best. So for every young person out there who is aspiring to be a teacher, if this is your passion, do not lose hope, because teaching profession is the only profession that actually allows you to have a legacy that outlives you even while you're gone. So keep on going, and let's all work together to ensure that every teacher out there is supported, is celebrated, and it's encouraged to attain the highest professional development out there.
Thank you, Tovia, for coming. Quickly give a shout out to a very special teacher. Anyone? Kindergarten, secondary, tertiary?
Okay, I'm going to give a shout out to a teacher that taught me when I was in SS1. Am I allowed to mention him?
Well, sure, go ahead.
All right. His name is David Johnson. He was more than a teacher for me and many of my friends that I know. He was a teacher, he was a mentor, he was a counselor, he was our confidant, and it was with his help and his guidance that phase of adolescence was smooth for me and many of my friends that I know. So thank you so much, David Johnson, for the wonderful work you did. Thank you.
And thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I've been interacting with Tovia more. She's the gender lead for Elime Children's Fund. From my end, I'd like to give a special shout out to Dr. Chike Onwema, university lecturer. Man grounded me, from early on and gave me all the rudiments to be a very, very renowned and sound broadcast journalist that I am today. So here's a big thanks and shout out to you. So a big love to all the teachers around the world. Thank you for all the work that you do for humanity. It is a labor of love, and your reward will sure come. It is still Good Morning Abuja. We'll take a short break. Be right back for more.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
With the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
How do I educate I wanted something how to grow? And when I went to I decided
You're welcome to another wonderful episode of the #1 program for women by the women.
I learned it in art class in school, but they only taught us the basic of crocheting in school, and I was very interested and fascinated by it.
For the women, we are, let us start from our own part of the world. We are a woman, there's so much expectation.
Since I'm not very lovely and enlightened, I want to say thank you for being with us today. And tune in same time, same station next week on your #1 station, NTA Channel 5. Today is Tuesday and the time is 7:30.
Thank you so much for rejoining us as we continue to bring you discussions that matter to us all. Up next, we will discuss the role of the FCT Fire Service in ensuring safety around Abuja and environs. Let's meet my guest who is ready and able to do justice to this topic. He is the controller for the FCT Fire Service, Engineer Zacchaeus Adebayo. Good morning again, sir.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Start by telling us, what is the long-term vision of the FCT Fire Service?
Thank you so much. The Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has given us a mandate to ensure safety of lives and protection of property in all nooks and corners of FCT. And this what we do on daily basis to ensure that this target is met. Our long-term vision is to ensure that people are comfortable, lives are safe, properties are protected in all nooks and corners of FCT. And doing this, we go out, doing our fire prevention every day. We inspect premises to ensure that they comply. Our long-term vision is to make sure that we meet with the demands of developed the standard that has been set on safety rules and regulations, both at home, offices, and on our family members. So this is our
And ensure
target.
best practices around the world.
Yes, yes.
Nice. Tell me, are there any challenges? What are the major challenges that your men face, especially during any emergency response situation?
Thank you so much. The challenges of fire safety management, especially in FCT, or Nigeria as a whole, are hydra-headed. That is, there are many. Starting from insufficient fire stations.
Okay.
There are supposed to be fire stations in all districts, all estates, in all markets, but we don't have enough fire stations. Then, lack of adequate modern firefighting equipment. We don't have enough modern firefighting equipment. You go to stations, you meet equipment that are 40, 50 years old. We are still using this to obsolete equipment, aged equipment. This is what we use to attack fire. So we have that challenge is there. Then inadequate manpower. We don't have enough personnel to meet up with the demand of fire safety management in FCT. Apart from that, training is there. Our personnel don't have enough training as supposed to be. Local training, overseas training, we don't have enough training. Then let's come to the funds. We have positive funds, inadequate funds to run our fire stations, to run our program. The funds are not there. Then we come to lack of political will. I'm speaking generally, not only FCT. Political will is not there. Then bureaucratic bottleneck. Funds that are allocated to run fire service are not easily accessible. You struggle before you even get half of these funds is another thing. Then lack of enough awareness, that is in all nooks and corners of FCT, awareness is not there. People don't know enough, they don't have enough training on fire safety management. We are trying our possible best within the limit, the available funds. We go to nooks and corners to create awareness, but there is not enough yet.
And then I also do know that some market unions take it upon themselves to see what they can do with having a fire station positioned right there in the market domains. What can you do to meet them halfway in the middle? What would be your advice to some market unions who wish to have fire services domesticated in their place?
Thank you so much. We have been meeting with Abuja Market Management Limited unions and so on. We have had several meetings with them, and I could remember we were together in Wuse Market when we launched what we call SAT Fire Emergency Monitoring Gateway. The market management came and we did it together with the coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council. That is Dr. Felix Ubwa, the coordinator of EMMC. So they were there together and they were they appreciated all the efforts. And by the grace of God, they comply 90% with all our recommendations to ensure that all the markets places in Abuja are provided with fire defense equipment, firefighting trucks, fire extinguishers, fire alarm system, and so on. The market management in Abuja are really on top of the situation. They comply very well with us. Thank you.
It will not be out of place for me to observe that Abuja is fast becoming one of the most beautiful capital cities emerging around Africa and the rest of the world. We see high-rise buildings springing up every day and every time. What are you doing as an agency to make sure that you meet up and checkmate any fire casualties that may result, with emphasis to these high-rise buildings?
Okay, thank you so much. Let me start from this point. Any structures or buildings that are more than four-story buildings are called high-rise building. And any high-rise building must be provided with self-fire defense equipment. What do I mean by that? If there is any fire outbreak within any high-rise building, they must be able to contain the fire themselves, starting from sprinkler system, FM 200, seal, landing valve, fire hydrant, then provision of water, so source of water, then adequate fire detection system is very, very important. Then how to follow it up? We carry out risk assessment. We don't play with high-rise building in FCT. They are our target. We do what is called risk assessment in all high-rise building. When we carry out risk assessment, we submit the report and we review it annually and make sure that they comply. We are so strict when it comes to high-rise building to ensure that they have adequate fire defense equipment.
Good to know you're on top of the situation.
Yes, by the grace of God.
Tell me about the important role of emergency fire exits in every building.
Thank you. Emergency fire exit is a route by which people can escape during emergency. When we talk exit,
should this be in every type of building?
Yes, even in your room, you must have at least two routes, two exits. Maybe through the door and through the window or through the roof. At least two emergency exits must exit both in the room, in the kitchen, and in all the structures in the building must have emergency. So the rule, the purpose is to ensure the safety of the occupants whenever there is any emergency. This is the aim of emergency exit.
It was your birthday yesterday, so we wish you a very happy birthday and God bless your new
Then
age.
our emergency number. That's my birthday gift.
Oh, okay.
020929061118. It's very important.
There you have
Let
it.
everybody have our emergency number 0209290611. This is my birthday gift.
All right. God bless your new age, sir.
Thank you so
And
much.
keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Whether you have it, I've been speaking with the controller for the FCT Fire Service Engineer, Zacchaeus Adebayo. Stay with us. It is still Good Morning Abuja. We'll take another short break. We'll be right back for more interesting takes.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. It's the weekend edition of Good Morning Abuja on the Unity Station. Up next, comedy. Laughter is good medicine, like I always say. I hope you will enjoy it.
They say that in this area. Is it in this area? I don't know. Okay, let me check here.
All the things that they come, I just war guess. And then they come my father. See that all that 3 rooms where remember? I swear I no go give them to any boy. All the men they call them and nonsense men. You know me say you were just they try it small. No war guess and nonsense. I need better people for my company.
But and
I said the OS rate.
But you are a woman, sir.
Now leave woman.
You need to tire.
I go tire. Maybe woman bring me got this one.
But you know, say, na me your secret.
I know say you know my secret, yeah. That's my partner in crime.
But you don't even they release money for my husband.
If I reduce money for your house, I want a shop. Hello. Excuse me. Hello. Mama Chike.
Papa Oshuke. Wait. Daddy Oshuke. Now you had a look for so you see me just stress myself like this one or this one.
Now you believe I another?
No, not be me. I come carry me go have job. Now your wife is this way you see.
Wait, Mama Chike, now you be this?
Mama Oshuke, see me. Now your wife is see like this. What did they happen?
Wait.
You know how as I don't dey check they find you back from old company, you never even let me know. The person give me information say they say this area.
Mama Chike, leave that matter of
Papa Oshuke, no be Mama Oshuke matter. Abeg, I don tire, I wan drink water. Carry me enter yard.
Mama Chike, see where they shock me now, like the kind package wey you carry to come.
Why I no go package? Oh, you fit say because you leave me Mama Oshuke, I no go do well again. You fit say I no go do well.
Weke!
No be only Weke o. Papa Oshuke carry me go.
Mama Oshuke?
Okay. Daddy Oshuke, na me you dey see like this, no be by ghost.
There you go, fine. Yeah, if I don't say fine like this at the Christmas house, another woman. Mama Chike?
Maybe this.
Weke!
I see they to leave me. Abeg,
come back, I don't miss you. How many years now?
Hey, leave me, Joe.
You don't leave me just like that.
You miss me.
Now my new compound be this.
But who be this? Mama Shuko. Hey, Flora. Landlady, what did they do for my house and house? No, wait. I don't understand. The last time I checked.
She be tenant for years. She said she don't like that compound.
She be tenant, but they didn't say that your apartment be this.
But wait, you don't tell us say they come now.
I don't even say they do. What did they do with my husband, Oga? I don't hear everything. After you deceive me, man leave my husband house. Come there yet. Then you deceive me, I beg, I not deceive you.
Come on, go inside. No. It's not what you think. You know what I think now. Come on, go inside. See my come on.
Welcome back. The weekend is always a good time for family time, bonding with friends and associates, and yes, a good time for movie watching. We lined up some movies for the weekend. Take a look.
This is not a scene from a Hollywood movie. It's happening live in Abuja right now.
Tanya has taken senior government officials whom he accuses of corruption hostage at the Hilton Hotel in Abuja, Nigeria.
Don't shoot! At no point in Nigerian history has poverty alleviation been more crucial. Naira is falling to the gutter, but the dollar keeps rising to the heavens. But as you can see, I have taken control of the hotel.
American businessman Virgil Lane, who has strong trade ties to West Africa, is among the hostages.
I am just hoping that the government switches into action.
Now chicks full of see doors everywhere in the bunker. There's a
I don't see how your past experience tie in with my ministry. I am only interested in leaving this hotel.
Full lockdown complete.
Is that police?
Right. If you want to survive, you have to learn to trust me. Both of you. Warn yourself. You want listen. My name is Boss. The A is violent.
Never apologize for courage, even if it takes you to your grave. You do your worst to him.
Who? To me? Do my worst to her.
Uncle, are we going to die?
No, you're not gonna die. You go shop many Christmas rice.
Yeah, I gotta understand, I'm an American citizen. Protected by the long arm of the leader of the free world.
We cannot save the hostages, but we can stop that vandal.
Do it now.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different choices? Would I have ended up here?
It's been 6 months and still no leads on the whereabouts of the escaped convict known as the Roof Man.
I was never very good at life.
Good morning, team. Oh, no, don't be scared.
Kind of like I was not good at hurting people.
Dwayne, get your coat.
I don't have one. Are you serious? Here. But I was good at seeing things. Details. Systems and routines.
A manhunt tonight for an escaped prisoner.
Find a safe place to hide for a few months.
He's a very smart individual, super intelligent.
You're just the man I want to see. You like peanut M&M's, right? We're missing a lot. You have any idea why? I just thought, there gotta be hiding somewhere.
I wanted to invite you to my toy drive.
We sell toys here, we don't give them away.
Wow.
I would like to introduce you to someone who made a generous toy donation. That's so kind of you.
So, John, I understand you work for the government.
So it's a little classified, so.
I never knew we had an intelligence unit here in Charlotte.
Oh, are you law enforcement?
Yes, I am.
Wow, that's amazing.
Police believe the Roof Man may still be in the area.
What the? Oh my God!
You got your passport? You got to leave tonight. Can't I just stay? Oh, I'll just lay low.
There you have them, our movie selections for the weekend. I will be watching The Waiter. We've been making a lot of rounds, in the media lately, and I do love AY, so it should be fun and interesting. That is the movie I'll be watching this weekend. Up next, we will bring you the weather report for Abuja and environs. report brings us to the end of today's edition of Good Morning Abuja. I hope you had an exciting time sticking around with us this morning. I do hope you will make it a beautiful new month, a lovely weekend ahead. And yes, Nigeria do needs all of us to get it working. Nigeria is you and I. It behoves on all of us to go out there and get it done. Let's get this country working in the proper direction. Of course, don't forget to rest and rejuvenate properly so that you can be better productive in the coming week. My name is Neka Igwe. I'll see you again very, very soon. Until then, be blessed. Bye for now.